Matterport Field Tags Tool. This is another Matterport 2024 fall release announcement that is available on beta, though you've signed up for beta, I don't think anyone has been invited to the beta on this yet. But let me describe how Matterport describes this, and then see how that resonates with you as a Matterport service provider. So imagine that a client says, hey, I need a Matterport scan of this space. It's my mechanical, electrical, plumbing room. And every place there is a faceplate that says this is chiller 1, chiller 2, chiller 3, HVAC unit 1. Anywhere there's a faceplate, take a photo of it.
Yeah.
Now, what you'll be able to do is, as opposed to going back to your office and taking those iPhone shot images and somehow annotating the Matterport space with that, you'll be able to do that in the field while you're scanning. Take the photo, annotate the space. Take the photo, annotate the space. Is that ability to do Matterport field tags of help?
Definitely. So part of my business is I do a lot of site surveys for various companies. And actually tomorrow I have a new construction build of a restaurant. It's a fast food chain. And I'm going to be scanning the entire inside, the entire outside, and then they want 360s on the roof. And aside from that, they want measurements of, width and length, height of some of the walls. And they also want pictures of the rooftop units, the RTUs, and the tags, what brand it is, what model number, serial number, that sort of thing. And so they want me to just use my cell phone and take a picture of each of the labels and, a few further back shots to show the actual unit, and then upload that to a Dropbox account. And so if I had this available tomorrow, I would simply take a picture of it with the iPad and attach it right to, I'm assuming it's going to be like placing the 360, you can kind of move it around and place it on the mini map where you want it. So maybe you could do the same with the tags. But yeah, it would have been helpful tomorrow.
Do you think you could charge more for annotating the space as opposed to putting everything in a Dropbox?
I don't know that I would charge more for it. I think if anything, it would help make my job easier. And I guess maybe there could be some benefit to charging more in the sense of it's going to make the customer or the client, the end user, their job a little easier because they're going to know right where that was taken.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it'd be way easier to tag in the field than try to match up once you get back to the office, or for that matter, for your client to go, oh, okay, here, here's the serial number for the rooftop unit. Well, we got 3 rooftop units. Which one was it? And then trying to figure that out.
And it would be a couple feature requests maybe is once you do a 3D scan or a 360, you're going to know where that is generally, right? The 3D you're definitely going to know because it's using LiDAR. The 360 you're going to be able to kind of manually drop it, but then you can hit a button that says now add a tag to it. So you're not having to then create the tag and re-drop it. It's just automatically going to place it where that 3D scan was taken or where that 360 was taken.
Do you think it would do it with the metadata from the phone?
Well, I use my iPad to scan, and will it? I don't know. The accuracy of the 360s where they place them is not great. So I think on every 360 I've ever taken with the Pro 3 or with the Pro 2, I still have to move it a lot to get it into the right place.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to see that improved.
Yeah.
Kind of a random feature request, but
yeah, I suspect that the Matterport Field Tags Tool will be tremendously helpful in construction, facilities management. You've described some kind of site plan for the restaurant that you're shooting. Anything where there's documentation of things that are hard to read, and somebody, since We Get Around Network gets requests from companies that we match up with Matterport service providers, that kind of request comes up quite a bit. It's not just scanning a space. It's, oh, we also need them to either use our existing app to do this documentation, or we need to use their smartphone to do this annotation that you're describing and put it in a Dropbox.
Yeah, we do it every week with banks, with restaurants, with cell phone stores, with shipping stores, warehouses. Even on the residential side, agents like to point out highlights of a home. So maybe the refrigerator in the kitchen is, a year old. You could put the refrigerator make, model, when it was purchased on the tag. So if somebody's looking at that virtual tour and they go in the kitchen, they'll say, oh, okay, this is included, and it's a fairly recent one. Or they can put the information about the water heater when that was replaced, or how old the roof is. There's all kinds of uses, even in the residential side, that it could be good for.
Okay, awesome.